So Nikolai Morozov, and the face-off out at center ice now between Viktor Tyumenev and Marcel Dion of the Los Angeles Kings. This is the Russian Soviet Red Army high-scoring line. Tyumenev at center, and the draw goes to the Kings. Mark Hardy trying to give it to Taylor on the right side. Taylor bumped there. The puck comes in now into the Russian zone against the right wing boards and was taken there by Guzarov. His pass back behind the net, now gets it on the left side again as the Russians move back to center. Game just underway. Pass to Krutov, right wing. He shoots, and a save by Janicek, and he dives on the rebound. So all alone on the right wing right away was Vladimir Krutov, and he had a good chance, Nick, and he got stopped by Bob Janicek.
Well, a long lead pass out on the right wing, and number 9, one of the all-star wingers, took that lead pass and had room as he went down the right wing. A left shot. Bobby Janicek played it well. He came out, cut down the angle, and the rebound was covered up by the Kings goaltender. So an excellent scoring chance in the opening 23 seconds by Vladimir Krutov.
Tyumenev will take the draw again to the left of Janicek, and for the Kings now they change up as Doug Smith on the draw. He wins the draw. Second face-off the Kings have won. Puck is taken by Morris, or by J.P. Kelly. He clears it up to center ice and taken now by Craig Redmond. No score. Game just underway. Redmond to Kelly. Kelly pokes it down the right side. Kelly tried to send it toward the net. It hit the side of the net as the Kings' Phil Sykes comes in to try and get it. Now at the left point, Rick Lapointe holds it in. Lapointe drives it behind the Soviet net. Taken there by Sykes. Tried to get it to Doug Smith, tipped away. Russians with it now. Makarov on the right side. He tried to clear it. Good check thrown by Rick Lapointe at the blue line of the Soviet Red Army as he checked Viktor Tyumenev. Tyumenev back in his own zone, and he misfired on his pass to Makarov, and it went right toward the goaltender Milnikov, and he had to make the stop on it. 18:51 to go in the first period. Bob Miller with Nick Nixon, and no score in the game. Pass to the blue line, tipped high in the air, bounces down at center ice, picked up now by the Soviet Union. Komyatov fires it back behind the King net, and he gets checked by Craig Redmond. Kings with it. Pass to the blue line, given away. The pass by Rick Lapointe, held in by the Russians, but now Lapointe intercepts in the King zone. Again gives it away up the middle, and a shot is deflected as Kasatonov sent it in toward the net, taken by the Kings. Pass on the right wing now by Len Hackborn. Now back over on the left side to Hackborn, and a save made. Nice pass in front to Len Hackborn from Morris Lukowich, and the save made by Sergei Milnikov, the Russian goaltender. Puck is taken by Fedosov, now led out to the blue line as the Russians come back to center. Gerasimov passes on the left side. Soviet Union with it in the King zone. Picked up on the right wing side by Fedosov, and his shot deflected wide. Going forward is Bykov in the left wing corner. He's checked by Kennedy. Bykov goes behind the net, rolled it out in front, and Janicek covers it up there for the face-off. 17:48 to go in the first period. No score in the game. Big save at the other end as Hackborn had a chance.
Spell it B-A-B-I-N-O-V, but not 8,000 miles from here.
Now on the draw, Shepelev on the face-off. It comes in the King zone behind the net. Taken there by Drozdetsky and tipped away from him, and the Kings come back up to center ice. Pass to Tiger Williams, tipped away from him at center ice. Back comes Drozdetsky down the right side. Drozdetsky's shot is blocked on the way in. He battles for the rebound. He is checked now on the right wing by Anders Hawkinson. He's played against the Russians before. Out to the right point, a shot from there, and a stick save, and the shot by Starikov, taken by the Kings. Back to center ice, no score first period. Here is Hawkinson across the line to Tiger Williams. He shoots, and a save by Milnikov, backing into the goal. Puck is held in now at the right point by the Kings. Hawkinson can't hold it in, no. Taken away by the Russians. 3-on-2 on the right wing. Nikolai Drozdetsky. His pass in front and just tipped wide by Sergei Shepelev. Puck comes back up to center ice. Picked up by Tiger Williams. Williams battles his way down the left side. Would have been offside. Puck is taken away by Drozdetsky, and he gives it back to Sergei Babinov. Russians with it in their own zone now as Starikov starts it back up to center. Gives it over on the left side, and it's chased into the King zone by Mark Hardy. Hardy's pass off the boards, chased down by Taylor. Taylor ahead to Dion, out of his reach at center ice. 16:30 to go. First period, no score in the game. Puck taken on the right wing side by Veselov, but intercepted by the Kings. Across the line comes Joe Patterson, tipped away from him, and at the blue line, Rick Lapointe tried to hold it in, and he couldn't do it. We have no score in the first period. This is the Los Angeles Kings hockey. So So the shots on goal all even at 2. We have no score in the first period. Face-off will be outside the
national competition, and as the game progresses, we'll let you know who those Kings players are.
We've played 4 minutes of the first period. There's no score. Taylor chases it in. Fedosov had it. Taylor took it away. Taylor against the left wing boards. Pass behind the net to Joe Patterson. Patterson for the Kings. His pass up the middle. Intercepted by the Red Army. Back they come to center ice now. And at center ice, it's Krutov giving it on the right side to Makarov. Makarov into the right wing corner. Makarov tries to go behind the net. Centers it. Intercepted by Dion. Dion in the King zone. He tries to clear it around Tyumenev, and it is tipped down to center ice. Soviets with it again down the right wing side. Here's Krutov. His pass intercepted by the Kings. Dion back to center ice. No score first period. Kings in a line change, so Dion throws it off the boards into the Soviet zone. 15:21 to go. First period. Victor Tyumenev passing up to center ice and to the King blue line, tipped away by Jay Wells. Now it comes to Sykes on the right wing, taken away from him by Vyacheslav Fedosov. Fedosov up to Krutov at center. He can't get it. It comes back into the King zone, and back to get it Jay Wells. Doug Smith at center along with Sykes and J.P. Kelly, but the Kings go offside at the Soviet blue line as they were trying to get the pass to Phil Sykes. Any reproduction, rebroadcast, or other use of the accounts of this game without the express written consent of the Kings is prohibited. Soviet Red Army with the puck. First period, no score. Up to center ice now. Sergei Babinov gives it on the right wing to Bykov. Bykov drops it off. Cutting in. Komyutov behind the net. Comes around the left side. Komyutov with it. King zone. Up the middle. Shot by Starikov is wide to the right. Rebound off the boards. Russians have control again. Gerasimov gives it on the right side. Komyutov to the blue line now to Starikov. His shot and a stick save by Janasek. Puck comes on the right wing to Doug Smith. Smith doesn't clear it. Kings have failed to clear it on about 3 times. Here's Komyutov, right wing boards in the King zone. He is checked there. He battles for it against the boards. Now it comes down in the right wing corner and taken by Bykov. Behind the net, checked by Wells. Wells with it, plays it around the left side to J.P. Kelly. 14:07 to go in the first period, no score. Here's Doug Smith down the left wing. Smith cutting in, he shoots, and a save by Melnikov off his glove, and he looked a little shaky on that save, Nick. Russians bring it to center. Here's Babikov. Driving it down the right wing side, taken by Lukowich. He goes behind the net, plays it up on the right side, and it deflects as it comes out to center ice now. The Soviet Army almost intercepted. We have 13:40 left to go in the first period. Pass over on the left side into the King zone. Alexander Zubin chases it down, taken away by the Kings, but held in. Left point, shot from there, and a glove save by Bob Janasek as Igor Stelnov fired from the left point.
National game, especially against 2 European teams, or the Russians and the Swedes, for example. You don't see a lot of shots on goal, but you do see a lot of quality shots, and I'm surprised the Russians have used the point men. They've taken quite a few shots from 50 feet and out.
Trozdetsky down the right side into the King zone. His pass tipped toward the net. Janasek plays the boards. Kings with it. No score first period. Pass up to center ice. Broken up by Guzarov, but Lukowich is right there for the Kings. He drives it down in the corner to Butsy Eriksson. His pass behind the net in the slot. No penalty. It was Brian Wilkes. Puck is taken by the Red Army. Back up to center ice. Kasatnov. His pass now down on the left side. Chased in by the Russians. Picked up by Veselov. Veselov on the left side. A drive knocked away by Janasek. Veselov behind the net. Checked hard by Tiger Williams. Puck is picked up by Vasiliev. Vasiliev to the blue line. And a shot by Fedosov. Blocked by Anders Hawkinson of the Kings. Hawkinson back up to center. 12 minutes to go first period. No score. And Hawkinson drives it into the Soviet zone. The goaltender gave it away. Wilkes pass up the middle. Intercepted by Vasiliev. Mikhail Vasiliev. 3-on-2 for the Russians. Down the right wing. Vasiliev drops it now. Veselov with a shot and a stick save by Janasek. Puck comes out on the left side. Held in by Kasatnov. He gave it away. Wilkes with it. Up ahead now to Dave Taylor. Taylor to Tiger Williams. Williams at center to Taylor. Right wing just out of his reach. Taylor chases it in deep. Checked by Fedosov. Taylor behind the net. Taylor checked now on the right wing side by Victor Tyumenev. Russians with it with 11:24 to go in the first period. This is Bob Miller along with Nick Nixon. No score. Period number 1. Soviet Red Army, the champions of the Soviet League, and they bring it into the King zone, and a check thrown on Tyumenev, but he gets up and passes to the blue line. Starikov with a drive and a stick save by Janasek. Bobby Jays look pretty good with the stick saves tonight, Nick.
A couple of shots he's faced. He's had some traffic in front.
10:58 to go in the first period. No score. Russians with it again now. Tyumenev across the line with a behind-the-back pass broken up by Phil Sykes. Back out to center ice. Starikov with it. He gives it to Babinov. Babinov for the Russians. Pass on the right side broken up by Jay Wells. Ahead now to Dion across the line. Dion shoots and a save by Melnikov, and he hangs on with Joe Patterson looking for a rebound. 10:40 to go in the first period.
Bob, who is Russian, and he seems to follow the puck a lot. He doesn't watch the action in front of the net.
Kings with it. Hardy from the right point with a shot blocked on the way in. Back comes the Soviet Red Army. No score first period. Pass to Gerasimov on the right wing. Gerasimov behind the net. Comes around the left side with Rick Lapointe on him. Gerasimov to the blue line. Still with it. Top of the slot. His pass over on the left side now. And Gerasimov and a save by Janusek. Rebound. Shot. Another save by Janusek. Tremendous goaltending by Bob Janusek. He stopped Gerasimov the first time and then made a fine save on the rebound.
Well, two beautiful saves by Bob Janusek. Excellent puck movement. Player was dumped to the side of the cage, but they got it back in front. A sprawling save by Janusek. The rebound was loose. A couple of Kings went down, including the goaltender. And then the shot was taken from an awkward position by Komyatov, and Janusek, juggling with the glove, comes up with the save.
10:15 to go in the first period. No score. Kings trying to clear their own zone, and they do. Doug Smith to center, trying to give it to J.P. Kelly. He didn't get it. This will be icing if the Russians get to it. And a hard check thrown by Kelly on Guzarov. Puck comes out to Hardy at the right point. He holds it in to J.P. Kelly. Kelly in the Russian zone, right wing corner. He gives it to Phil Sykes. Sykes back along the board. Sykes pass into the corner to Kelly. Kelly checked by Stelnoff. Puck is behind the net. Chase down there. Pass out in front to Sykes. He can't get a shot. Puck is picked up now as Sykes pulls down. Commerce period. Hope you're enjoying our prime ticket telecast wherever you're watching tonight. Long pass by Shepelev down into the King zone. Butsy Erickson chases it down in the corner. Gets some help from Dean Kennedy. Drozdetsky with it. Drozdetsky's pass up the middle taken by Kasatonov. Kasatonov drives it and a save made by Janusek. It deflected in front of the net. Here's Fedosov. His pass intercepted by the Kings' Len Hackborn. Hackborn didn't clear it. Held into the right point now. Russians with it. Pass down the right side and a good check thrown there by Jay Wells on Drozdetsky. Drozdetsky with it. Right side. His pass tipped toward the net and a save by Janusek. I think it bounced off of Butsy Erickson. Again, the Russian shot and a stick save by Janusek on the shot from the left wing side by Alexander Zubin. Or from the slot, I should say, by Zubin. And now the puck frozen on the left wing side. No score.
And another one of the players.
Well, that's something for the players to remember tonight. Special event by.
Playing away again. Puck is in the King zone behind the net. Bob Janusek, who has really played brilliantly here in the first period. Pass over. The Kings fail to clear it, but now they will. Up to center ice. Here's Rick Lapointe with Taylor. Over to Lapointe. Lapointe going in. Lapointe hit the side of the net. He got in too deep. He had the goaltender faked out. I think he was trying to get it back to Taylor, and he got in at a steep angle, and his pass hit the side of the net.
Normally, Bob, you don't see a guy like Lapointe take that chance, but he saw the open ice down the left wing and made the 2-on-1.
7:38 to go in the first period. No score. Russians come back. Rashid Gemayev down the right wing side. He's bumped against the boards. Gets it to Vasiliev. Vasiliev spun around by Joe Patterson. Kings with it. Taylor to Dion. Dion left wing. Soviet zone. He shoots wide to the right side. Rebound. Taylor chases it down. Taylor against the boards. Check there. Puck is cleared back out to center right.
Most of them 25, 26, 27 years old.
Kings have been outshot 12-3. The Russians have 10 of the last 11 shots in the game. Now down the left side. Makarov can't get around Dean Kennedy. Kennedy headmans it up to center ice, and we've got a penalty for tripping behind the play to Al Tour.
To Al Tour, tripping at 13:27. Caught by referee Nikolai Morotzov as the Kings thought they were going to break down ice in a 2-on-2 situation.
Well, they got their high-scoring line out there now as Makarov has it on the right wing side. First power play of the night. Makarov for the Central Red Army. Passes in deep, out in front, and a pass wide by Tyumenev. Held in by the Russians now. They have the power play. No score first for Tyumenev. Shooting, and it's just wide to the right side. He shot right from the slot. Puck comes to Makarov, to Tyumenev. Up the middle, and out to center ice. It got away from Alexei Guzarov. Russians with it back of their own blue line. Guzarov chased by Phil Sykes. Kings have Doug Smith and Phil Sykes up up front. And back they have Hardy and Wells. 6 minutes to go in the first period, no score. Here is Makarov across the King line. Makarov's pass down the right side. Guzarov, his pass in front. Tipped away, but not out. Held in by the Russians. Stelnov with it. Stelnov to Guzarov. Guzarov, top of the left circle. Guzarov to Stelnov. Shoots off the pass. Blocked on the way in. Pass over left side. Broken up. Loose puck. Right side. Russians hold it in. Kings couldn't clear it out. Held in by Stelnov at the blue line to Guzarov. Guzarov's pass. Tipped away. Gets it back again. Gives it to Stelnov. Stelnov to Guzarov. To Krutov. Krutov's pass over on the right side. Makarov up the middle. Taken there and a shot by Stelnov. And a save by Janusek. Rebounded to Yumanev. To Yumanev for the Russians. To Yumanev, left wing corner to the blue line. Guzarov. Guzarov shoots and a save off the blocker of Janusek. Puck is taken by Hardy. Can he clear it? No. Stelnov, right point, holds it in. Stelnov to Guzarov. Guzarov shoots and it's just wide to the right side. Picked up by Makarov. Makarov for the Red Army. 28 seconds on the power play. His pass over to Guzarov. Guzarov on the left wing side. Guzarov still with it. His pass tipped away by Doug Smith. Taken by Hardy. Hardy to Smith. Smith clears it.
Great puck control by the Soviets. Those one-touch passes. They don't stop the puck, set it up, and then pass. They keep that puck constantly in motion, moving away from the puck, and that's how they get those quality chances, especially on a power play.
3 seconds to go in the King penalty. Soviet Union with it. Pass on the right wing side now. Gerasimov. Kings are back at full strength. Here's Kasatonov to Gerasimov. Right wing. Gerasimov shooting. Save and a rebound wide, and Janusek took a poke at one of the Russians.
Well, he was standing near the crease.
I think it was Guzarov. Puck is out at center ice, then cleared back into the King zone, and we're going to have an icing call against the Soviet Union. 4:13 left in the first period. Let's go to Rich Murata. The Soviet Union zone to the right of the goaltender Sergei Milnikov.
14-3, the Soviets have outshot the Kings, and we're seeing, Bob, tonight what a good goaltender can do for a team. The Kings are in it because of the play of Bob
Milnikov in the Russian zone. The Kings with Dion, Joe Patterson, and Dave Taylor. Patterson shoots and a save, and rebound covered up by the goaltender Milnikov. Nice draw by Dion to Taylor to Patterson, and Joe got the shot.
Well, one statistical area where the Kings are doing very well here.
And a face-off in the same spot again to the right of Milnikov, and Dion on the draw to Patterson. This time his shot is blocked. Back come the Russians to center ice. It's picked up now by Gerasimov. Gerasimov's back left side. Komyatov shooting and a save by Janusek. He came out, made the pad save. Now the puck taken by Bykov, tipped away from him. Kings Dave Taylor clears it to center. Joe Patterson chased it down. Russians with it. 3:51 to go in the first period. No score. Fedosov drops it down the middle. Gerasimov shooting, and it's deflected wide. Gerasimov chases it into the right wing side. Gerasimov out. Still with it toward the blue line. Passes over on the left side now, and a shot by Fedosov is wide. And the rebound all the way back out to center ice. 3.5 minutes to go in the first period. Kasatonov back to get it. Now they try to break Komyatov at the King line, but it's broken up by the Kings' Craig Redmond. At center ice, taken by Brian Butsy Erickson. His pass stolen by Drozdetsky. Drozdetsky to the King line, tipped away from him. Picked up by Wells. Wells bumps into Lukowich of the Kings. Drozdetsky with it. He's checked by Wells. Puck is centered toward the slot, tipped away by the Kings as Hackborn sends it up to center ice. No score first period. Fedosov takes it away. Left side, right toward the goaltender Janusek as it slid toward him, and he makes the save on it before Shepard.
And get that whistle because it's going to be a fast-paced game. You get very few penalties in international competition. Good look at it.
Dion on the draw against Tyumenev, and the puck picked up by Taylor. Now he clears it out to center for the Kings. No score first period. Here's Tyumenev at the Soviet blue line. Down the right side now with 1 minute left to go in the first period. Tyumenev, he tried to center it. Picked up by Makarov. Up the middle, trying to give it to Fedosov. Taken away by the Kings. Here is Dion, giving it over the left side to Joe Patterson. Patterson, Soviet zone. Patterson rolls it out in front. Intercepted by Victor Tyumenev. Back they come with 44 seconds to go in the period. Down the right side, Krutov cutting in. Krutov centers it. Score! Fedosov right in front, put it in. As Krutov made a nice move down the right wing, centered it right out in front to Vyacheslav Fedosov. And the defenseman right in front of the net scores with 39 seconds remaining in the first period. Number 9, Vladimir Krutov, centered it right up the middle to number 2, Vyacheslav Fedosov, and he was all alone. And the Soviet Red Army leads 1-0. So the faceoff will be out at center ice. Nice play by Krutov as he cut down the right wing, and then of course Fedosov got behind all the Kings and walked right in, and Janusek was facing the shot from only about 5 feet away. Now the draw taken by the Kings at center ice. Redmond drives it into the Red Army zone, and icing called against the Kings. 33 seconds remaining in the first period, and the Central Red Army of the Soviet Union. Number 19, Vyacheslav Bykov. He was 5th in team scoring for the Soviet Union this year and 7th overall in the Soviet League scoring. He is a center and stick handlers and shooters. Puck taken by the Kings. Redmond plays it up the right side, broken up by Babinov. 10 seconds left to go in the first period. 1-0 in favor of the Central Red Army. Puck is back behind the King net. Wells with it. Passes over on the right side. Now 1 second to go, and that's the end of the first period. And in that
first period, coming up with 15 saves, and Milnikov for the Soviets to our right, 27-year-old netminder, 5'9", 180 pounds. The Kings, Brian Engblom and Bernie Nichols, if you're wondering about their whereabouts, they're both injured, but they both expect to be back for that regular season game on Saturday against Winnipeg.
Second period underway now as the Kings are down 1-0. Jay Wells with it, almost tipped away from him, and now taken all alone down the middle. Makarov in front, shoots, and he fanned on it. Makarov came right down the middle, went to the left side, and fanned on the shot. He was all alone in front of Janusek. So the Kings have trouble again at their own blue line trying to clear it out, and the Soviet Red Army almost turned it into a goal, but not very often are you going to see a player like Sergei Makarov fan on a shot when he's in that close. Soviet Union leading 1-0. Second period just underway. Here's Veselov down the left side. Veselov cut off there in the King zone. Still has it. Plays it over to Makarov. Makarov pass up the middle. Comes out to center ice. He was trying to get it to Igor Stelnov, and Stelnov didn't get it. Comes all the way back into the Soviet zone. Soviet Union. Makarov with it. He's checked by J.P. Kelly. Now up to center. Bykov tried to give it to Komutov. Komutov across the line. Stopped by Wells and by Redmond. And now cleared by J.P. Kelly back into the Soviet zone. Central Red Army playing it up to center ice. Broken up by Redmond for a moment, but then taken again by Gerasimov. His pass tipped away. Soviet Union. Bykov at center. Loses it to J.P. Kelly. To Doug Smith. His pass on the right wing to Sykes. Broken up by Gerasimov. Gerasimov down the right side around Rick LaPointe. Gerasimov shoots. Saved by Janusek off his stick. Nice stick save by Janusek. Fetisov from the blue line with a drive, and it just bounces wide to the net to the right side. Picked up now, and it looks like the Soviet Army has it in high gear. Pass in behind the net. Broken up by Janusek. Out to the right point and out to center ice. Flipped back in, and the Soviet Union will be offside as Komutov flipped it across the line.
Again, Bob, the first 2 minutes here, they get control of the puck, and they're just throwing it off the boards to clear that pressure away from their own zone.
Soviet Union with it now. Drozdetsky across the line. Drops it back to the line. Intercepted by Len Hackborn. Hackborn for the Kings. He's got Lukowich with him. Hackborn across the line. Pass over to Dion. Tipped away by Starikov. And back comes the Soviet Union. Pass into the King zone. Chased down by Dean Kennedy. Kennedy passes behind the net to Len Hackborn. Hackborn's pass taken away. Soviet Red Army with it. Drozdetsky behind the net. Drozdetsky's pass up the middle. Tipped. Loose puck. Kicked against the boards. Picked up now by the Kings and cleared by Hardy to center to Hackborn into the Soviet zone. Hackborn, his pass over to Lukowich. He's tied up by Shepelev. Lukowich left side, still keeps it in the zone. Left wing side, pass over to Hackborn. Shooting and a save by Milnikov. He was ready for that. Nicky went down to his knees, knew it was coming all the way. Cleared back by Babinov to the King line. Now Hawkinson for the Kings. Hawkinson across the line. Hawkinson's pass up the middle to Lukowich. He shoots and a save by Milnikov as Lukowich simply directed it toward the net. Back comes the Soviet Union. 1-0. Central Red Army leading. Second period. Starikov shoots it into the King zone, and over to get it is Wells. Wells pass up on the left side now. Hawkinson. His pass to Redmond. He overskates it at center ice. Puck is taken by Vasiliev. He can't hang on to it. Taken again by the King. Kings. Shot by Hawkinson, deflects into the air. Picked up on the right side now in the Soviet zone. Battled for by Lyle Fair. Fair can't hang on to it, but it comes around the boards and is tipped out to center ice now by Vasiliev and chased down into the Kings zone by Rashid Gamayev, number 10. Gamayev behind the net, but it comes to Redmond. Redmond to Fair. Fair is stopped by Stelnov. Igor Stelnov of Russia in the left wing corner, and the puck is frozen there in the Kings zone. 16-17 to go, second period.
Mr. Chernik, who is 20.
Now the puck taken by Krutov in the Kings zone. His pass out to the right side. It hops over the stick there of Kasatonov and out to center ice. 16 minutes to go in the second period. Bob Miller with Nick Nixon. Here's Krutov down the right side, cutting in. He shoots and it's wide off the boards. It comes out to center ice again. Chased down now by Fetisov. Fetisov has got the only goal of the game. He gives it to Tiumenev, and now at center ice. Makarov chases it. Makarov checked by Joe Patterson. Puck comes to Rick LaPointe. He gives it to Patterson. Now taken by Dion. Dion up to center, tried to hit Taylor. Tipped away at center ice, but Dean Kennedy with it. Kennedy gives it to Patterson, and Makarov poke checks it off his stick. Back at center ice, Taylor with it. He's got to wait for the Kings to get on side. He does. Waited for Dion to get on side. Then Dion cut toward the middle, and the pass by Taylor was out of his reach. 1-0 Central Red Army. 15:21 to go, second period. Red Army with it. Across the line to Tiumenev, shooting, and it's just wide. Rebound off the boards, taken by the Kings. 3-on-2. J.P. Kelly with Dion and Sykes. Kelly to Sykes, right side. Sykes in front, shoots, saved by Milnikov. Sykes tried to center it, tipped away, and back come the Russians. Good chance on the left wing to Makarov, cutting in. Makarov shoots and a save. Rebound up the middle, tipped toward the goaltender Janusek, and while he's on the ice, he makes the stop and he hangs on for the faceoff. 1-0. The Central Red Army leads. This is the Los Angeles Kings Hockey Network.
And right before that chance by Makarov, Sykes cutting around the defense, and I think as he cut in, Bob, on the forehand, he fanned partially on his attempt.
Kings won the draw as Doug Smith, and they clear it up to center, but the Soviets with it again. Bykov down the right side. He is stopped, and the puck taken now. Pass up the middle. Babanov intercepts. Babanov to Komyatov. Komyatov on the left side. He's bumped by Hardy. Knocked down by Hardy. Puck is in the left wing corner. Wells ties up one of the Soviet players. It was Bykov, and the puck is picked up now by Doug Smith. Here's Smith trying to stick handle out. He kicks it to center, but it's taken away now. Down the right side, Gerasimov. Gerasimov behind the net, around the left side, still with it now. Gerasimov for the Red Army, stick handles, goes to the right side. Gerasimov stops his pass to Bykov, and he didn't get it, and Jay Wells knocks Gerasimov down. Puck is driven around by Sykes to the right point, held in by Starikov. Starikov gives it to Gerasimov. He's checked there by Doug Smith. Puck is picked up by Gerasimov again, right wing side. Gerasimov's pass in deep, deflected behind the net. Soviet Union still with it now. Kings can't take it away. Pass up the middle, and a shot by Starikov is blocked by J.P. Kelly, and it deflects all the way back to the Soviet zone.
Tremendous puck control by the Soviets, and the Kings looking for a line change. Now they got a couple of players off, but Wells and Hardy have been out there for quite some time.
Vyacheslav Bykov sends it into the Kings zone, but the Kings come back to center. Here's Lukovic on the left wing, fires it into the Soviet zone. It's 1-0 in favor of the Red Army. 13:24 to go, second period. Buttsy Erickson into forecheck. Now the puck taken behind the net by Guzarov. Guzarov checked there. He gets away from Lukovic. Guzarov around the right side for the Red Army. Up to Tiumenev, and his pass on the right side tipped into the King zone by Drozdetsky, but swept away by Janusek. Taken down the left side. Stelnov behind the King net. Stelnov drops it to Drozdetsky. Drozdetsky right side, King zone. Drozdetsky shoots, and a stick save by Janusek. Puck is taken now by Lukovic. He clears it to center, but it's off the stick of Buttsy Erickson. Now picked up on the right side by Hackborn, Russian zone. Hackborn drops it. Redmond shooting, and it's deflected up off the glass. Out to the left side. Held in there by Rick LaPointe. And a centering pass is stopped by the goaltender as Hackborn tried to center it. And Milnikov, the goaltender, covered up on it and hangs on for the... Anders Hawkinson on the draw against Rashid Gamayev, and the Russians come out up to center ice. Controlled now by Vasiliev. Now on the left side, there is a shot by Kasatonov and a glove save by Janusek as the defenseman Alexei Kasatonov fired from the blue line, and
tense out there tonight. He's in the game. He's not wandering too far away from his net, and of course on occasion Kings goaltenders Janusek and Elliott
take the draw for the Soviet Union against Dave Tiger Williams of the Kings. Face-off taken by Fetisov down the left side, pass in front, just tipped wide, and now behind the net it's picked up as it was just tipped wide by Alexander Veselov, and 11-17 to go in the second period. Bob Miller with Nick Nixon. Soviet Red Army leading 1-0. Dean Kennedy behind the King net, pass up the middle to Taylor. Taylor to center ice, tried to pass to Dion, but he fanned on it. It's picked up now by Rick LaPointe. He gives it to Tiger Williams. They got Williams now with Dion and Taylor. Here's Taylor in the slot to the blue line to Dean Kennedy. He shoots, save, rebound. Taylor with it, shoots, hit the side of the net. Taylor behind the net. Taylor in the Soviet zone, can't get a pass out in front. It is broken up and cleared up over the glass, out of play.
Viktor Tikhonov, the head coach of the Soviet Red Army team. You know, the more you watch these Russians, we're almost midway through the game, you really have to be impressed with not only their hockey ability, but the fact that they're very agile.
Taylor to Dion, he scores! Marcel Dion! Marcel Dion got it from Dave Taylor, and with a shot from the right wing ties the game at 1-1.
Good work along the right wing boards by Taylor, leaving it for Dion, who blasted one on the glove hand side.
Tied the game. The third all-time leading scorer in the National Hockey League. Marcel Dion at 9:22 ties it up.
Great work by Dave Taylor right at the blue line. He stepped around defenseman Babinov. Standpoint that Dion was flying into the zone and took that lead pass and just blasted it quickly.
Now the Soviet Union with a shot from the blue line. A stick save made as Makarov got the shot. He gets it again, or Stelnov, I'm sorry. Stelnov sends it down into Drozdetsky. Drozdetsky left side, centers it, saved by Janusek. Rebound hit the side of the net. Janusek with a save on Alexander Zubin, number 25, who was right out in front. And then the shot hit the side of the net on the rebound, and Janusek covered it up. Well, face off to the right of Bob Janusek, and on the draw comes to Stelnov at the left point. He shoots it, deflected off a body over to J.P. Kelly. Kelly left side. His pass up to Sykes, leads it at the blue line for Hardy. Hardy's pass into the Soviet zone, broken up there, and Kelly got dragged down. Soviets come back down the left side, now into the Kings zone. Drop pass in front to Guzerov, and he can't get a shot. Back come the Kings. Phil Sykes passing over on the left side to Doug Smith. Soviet zone. Smith cutting in. Smith in the left wing corner. Smith checked from behind by Stelnov. J.P. Kelly drags it behind the net. Kelly with help from Sykes. Kelly throws it in the corner. Taken away by the Soviet Union. Back to center. Guzerov is hooked, and a penalty to Phil Sykes.
Again, the referee is watching the puck, not the play in front of the net. And I think that's what area, open ice. The Russian player going down, drawing the penalty, Guzerov, as Sykes got that stick up high around the right shoulder of the Russian defender. So
important games, Nick. The Kings are trying to catch the Jets in the Smythe division. Saturday, Winnipeg here. Monday, Winnipeg here. And there are tickets available. Forum box office open every day at 10 a.m. And you can get the tickets at all Ticketmaster outlets. Soviet Union with a power play now. Fetisov at center. Sends it on the right side to Makarov. Makarov against the right wing boards. Makarov in the King zone. He's got Kasatonov in the slot. Gives it up the middle. Fetisov shoots. Blocked in front. Rebound. Tipped wide by Krutov. Krutov with it again. In front. His pass tipped away. Brian Erickson can't clear it. Held in now by Kasatonov. Into Makarov. Right wing corner. His pass up the middle. Gets it back again on the right side. Makarov. Makarov still with it. Buttsy Erickson in front of him. Makarov tried to walk into the slot. Jay Wells clears it for the Kings.
Soviets very patient on the power play. They'll wait for that one outstanding scoring chance. They controlled the puck in the offensive zone for well over a minute when they had that earlier power play.
1 minute to go in the King penalty. Here's Krutov down the right side. Krutov walking in. Goes behind the net. Krutov still with it. Krutov on the power play to the blue line to Fetisov. Fetisov plays it right side. Shot down and hit the side of the net on the shot by Guzerov. Soviet Union still with it. Pass to Guzerov right side. He's checked there. Kings can't clear it. held in by Tiyumanev, and another penalty. Brian middle to Kasatonov. Kasatonov waits, shoots, blocked on the way in, but it comes right back to him. Hardy blocked it. Kasatonov to Fedosov to Kasatonov. Kasatonov over the left side to Krutov. He didn't get it. Plays it off the boards. Back it goes to Kasatonov. 15 seconds ago in the two-man advantage. Kasatonov right side. Fedosov shoots, and it was deflected by Jay Wells, who blocked the shot. Held in by Tiyumanev. Up the middle. Kasatonov. Kasatonov as the Kings are just about ready to get one man back. Kasatonov left side. Shoots. Saved by Janusek. Rebound. Save again by Janusek. Kings get one man back. Puck is against the left wing boards. Sykes with it. Cleared to center ice.
Outstanding saves by Bob Janusek.
1:10 to go now in the one-man advantage. Krutov, right wing. Krutov goes behind the net. Tried to center it. Tipped away by Janusek, but picked up by Tiyumanev. Tiyumanev to Kasatonov. Kasatonov, left point. On the left side of Tiyumanev. His pass in the middle to Krutov. To Tiyumanev, and it's tipped up in the air. Makarov spun around the corner. Makarov walks out in front. Pass over. Is shot wide from the left side on the shot by Krutov. Puck comes to the right point. Makarov with it. 40 seconds to go in the Soviet power play, and the puck is cleared by the Kings' Jay Wells.
And Wells and Hardy finally get a chance to come off. The Kings have only controlled the puck about 10-15 seconds on this power play.
Kamyatov for the Russians. Right wing. Kamyatov in the slot. Shoots, and a save by Janusek. And he covers up and hangs on for the face-off. 1-1 tie, 23 seconds left in the King penalty to Brian Erickson.
Well, the Kings were fortunate. They had a chance to clear it out and get a line change, but the Russians came right back. Another high-quality chance for the Soviets. 20 feet. Janusek challenging, coming out a couple.
Doug Smith will take the draw for the Kings against Bykov of the Soviet Union. Soviet Union controls it. Starikov on the right side. He gives it over to Gerasimov. Back up the middle now to Starikov. To Gerasimov, right side. Over to Babinov. Left point. He shoots. Deflected wide. Gerasimov with it. 8 seconds ago in the power play. Gerasimov, right side. Into the slot. Broken up and cleared. And that'll do it. The Kings are back at full strength. They killed a two-man disadvantage. The game is tied 1-1. Puck is in the Soviet zone. Kamyatov almost lost it to Bugsy Erickson. Here's Bykov to center. Bykov's pass over on the left side of the blue line. Offside. The Russians as Gerasimov goes offside at the King blue line. 1-1 tie.
At the near capacity crowd, but a lot of people figured the Kings had no chance to win this game, and they're playing with that extra determination right now.
Kings with it down the left side. Hackborn into the Soviet zone. On that power play, the Kings had the puck only 7 seconds when they were killing the penalty, when the Russians had the man advantage. Now the puck driven into the King zone, and Rick
the puck. The referee didn't see it. Sykes, who was dumped earlier. It's not what I've been eating for Christmas. It's what I've been drinking for Christmas.
At center ice, Kings with it. Here's Taylor. Sends it into the Soviet zone. 3:55 to go in the second period. Game tied 1-1. Soviets break it up. Back to center. Rashid Gamayev. Gamayev pass. Right side. Held in by the Soviet Union. Fetisov shooting, and a save made by Janusek. Puck comes over on the right side. Taken now, and a shot from the right side. Deflected wide. The shot by Veselov. Picked up now by the Kings and cleared out to center ice and back down into the Soviet zone. 3.5 minutes to go in the second period. Bob Miller with Nick Nixon. The Kings are tied 1-1 with the Central Red Army, the champions of the Soviet League. Here's Kasatonov passing down the right side into the King zone, chased in by Rick Lapointe. Lapointe goes behind the King net. Lapointe around the right side. One hands it up to center to Dion, broken up by Gamayev, taken again by the Kings. Lapointe. Lapointe drops it now and into Dion, right side, but it went behind him, taken by Taylor. Taylor, right wing side. Taylor's pass behind the net, chased down by Joe Patterson. Patterson for the Kings, bumped against the boards. Dion tried to get it, couldn't get it. 1-1 tie. Back comes the Soviet Union. 2:51 to go here in the second period. Gamayev, he's lost his helmet and now loses the puck to Mark Hardy. Hardy around the left side. His pass held in, but Hardy runs right smack into Veselov and knocks him down. Puck taken by the Kings. J.P. Kelly, he shoots it into the Soviet zone.
Well, compared to that first period, Bob, the Kings playing with a lot more confidence.
Fans cheering every body check of the Kings tonight, Nick, especially the ones by J.P. Kelly. Here's Kelly, Soviet zone. Kelly tried to get it to Smith, tipped away by Kasatonov. Smith, left wing side. Puck is tipped away by Vasiliev. Now it comes to Fedosov. Fedosov plays it around the boards with 2:10 to go. Second period. Puck held in by Redmond to Sykes. Sykes in front to Smith. Tipped away. Back out to Redmond to the blue line. Redmond trying to hold it in to Sykes. Sykes throws it down the right side. 2 minutes to go in the second period. 1-1 tie. Wells at the left point. Wells drives it behind the net, and Sykes got dumped again, and he argues with the referee. Then he slashed at one of the Russians. Didn't get called for it. Here's Sykes in front to Smith. He couldn't get the shot. Tipped away and cleared by the Russians. Icing as the Kings had the pressure on. And Sykes is really upset, and he should be. But the Russians have not been called for a penalty, and I wonder what they're talking about. Morozov, the referee, doesn't speak.
I think the referee that I'm being hooked constantly as I set up for position in front of the net, but no penalties.
Now off the draw, Krutov in the Soviet zone, can't hold on to it. Kings with it. Pass to Lukowich, right point. His pass broken up. Soviet Union with it. Krutov passing up on the right side to Makarov. Into the Kings zone against Rick Lapointe. Tried to pull it around him, he couldn't do it. Lapointe takes him out of the play. Puck is still in the Kings zone though. Now taken by Lenny Hackborn. He clears it to center. Chased down by Starikov with Lukowich right behind him. Intercepted. Eriksson over. Shot by Lukowich and a save by Melnikov. Eriksson set up Lukowich, and he got stopped by a great save. Kings with it. Eriksson shoots, save, rebound, and in front of the net again. Hackborn got pulled down. Back come the Soviet Union to Yumanev across the line to Krutov. Game tied 1-1 second period. Krutov in deep. Krutov right side. Krutov's pass up the middle. Shot tipped on the way in. Shot by Starikov. 43 seconds to go second period to Yumanev. He is checked hard by Dean Kennedy. Back come the Kings. Brian Eriksson the center. Eriksson with Hawkinson. Over to Hawkinson right side. Hawkinson Soviet zone falls down as he tried to turn in the corner. 29 seconds to go in the second period. A 1-1 tie. Puck is taken by the Soviet Union in their own zone. Back to center they come. Bykov to the King line. Bykov's pass to Komyatov. Komyatov's pass in deep. Right wing side. Taken there by Gerasimov. Behind the net. Gerasimov's pass up the middle. Intercepted by Jay Wells. 8 seconds to go in the second period. Wells with it. Wells pass up the left side to Tiger Williams. 3 seconds to go in the period. 1 second. That's it. 1-1 at the end of 2 periods. And the crowd loves it. They never, ever expected the Kings to be tied 1-1 with the Central Red Army at the end of 2 periods.
To the Kings for 6 minutes.
Third period underway, game tied at 1. Jay Wells drives it in, and Melnikov makes the save and then kind of mishandles it. Puck is behind the net, picked up now by Dion, left side. Dion's pass broken up, held into the blue line by Wells. Wells into Taylor. Taylor bumped in the left wing corner, Soviet zone. Taylor against the boards to Dion. Dion sweeps it behind the net toward Taylor. Taylor with it. Taylor checked there by Stelnov. Taylor and Stelnov battle for it. Joe Patterson digs it out for the Kings. Here's Patterson, right wing side. Patterson to Dion, didn't get it. Now Patterson again in the corner. Patterson battles there. Pass goes to Hardy. Hardy got it to the right point, but it got out to center ice before Taylor could get there to keep it in. And when Taylor flips it back in.
To know Marge and George Nichols back in West Guilford, Ontario, that his brother Aaron did make it to Los Angeles for the holidays.
Now Bykov at center across the King line, broken up by J.P. Kelly. Clears it back to center ice. Both teams at full strength. The Soviet Union has not had a penalty called on them yet, although in our estimation could have had about 4 called here in the second period. Now at center ice, here's Rick Lapointe. He flips it down into the Soviet zone, chased in by Fedosov behind the net. He's bumped hard by J.P. Kelly. Back to center come the Russians. Across the line, Gerasimov drops it back and a shot by Kasatonov, and he scores! Kasatonov got the drop pass from Gerasimov, and Alexei Kasatonov has given the Soviet Union a 2-1 lead.
Well, the defensemen getting involved. They carried the puck. Gerasimov cutting to his left as he hit the Kings line, and he drops it for the defenseman, number 6, Kasatonov, and he just blasted one in the upper right corner, glove side on Bob Janasek. Good puck movement again. The Kings had to back in because they were outmanned. And
in the game, they trailed 1-0 on a goal by Fedosov. Then Dion tied it at 1, and now Kasatonov has given the Central Red Army a 2-1 lead, and here they come again down the right side. Drozdetsky shooting and a save by Janusek. Puck comes into the right wing corner. Check thrown on Alexander Zubin by Hardy. Puck comes back behind the King net, around over the left side, taken by Babinoff. He gave it to Drozdetsky. Drozdetsky's pass tipped behind the net and taken now by Morris Lukowicz. Lukowicz up the left side. Lukowicz trying to clear it out, can't do it. Held in by Drozdetsky, and his shot wide. Rebound comes over to Shepelev. Shepelev in the corner with Butsy Eriksson. Drozdetsky digs it out. Drozdetsky's pass, got it himself, gives it away now as the Kings' Brian Eriksson has it in the Kings zone. Over it goes to Hardy. Hardy up the center. Kings are down 2-1. Hardy shoots from center ice. It's wide to the left side of the net. Puck is taken now by Starikov. Sergei Starikov plays it up the left side to Babinoff. Now taken down into the Kings zone, down the left side by Vasiliev. Broken up though as the Kings come back. Tiger Williams throws it up the center to Lyle Fair, and he shoots it into the Soviet zone. 17:39 left to go in the game. Pulled down there. Oh, no penalty called. He got hooked from behind. Hawkinson is asked to leave, and now we'll have the face-off by Mikhail Vasiliev of the Russians and Tiger Williams of the Kings. Williams wins the draw to Wells. Right side, Redmond. Redmond shoots. It's wide. Rebound off the boards. Tiger Williams. Williams, left wing corner. Centers it. Broken up by Shepelev. Shepelev stopped there as it was tipped away by Redmond, but now the Soviet Union comes back to center. Pass up to center ice, and a hard check by the Kings. Anders Hawkinson. He threw a hard check against Eric Gamayev of the Soviet Union at center ice. Now in front of the King bench. Puck is taken now at center ice by Vasiliev as he got a pass and drove it into the King zone, and a save made by Janusek. Puck is cleared the length of the ice by Jay Wells, and we'll have an icing call against the Kings here. 2-1, the Soviet Central Red Army leads. Third period. Let's go to Rich Marotta.
And I'm with
Rich. Thanks, Rich.
Face off in the King zone. Fedosov shooting wide to the right side. Rebound, Makarov, checked by Dean Kennedy. Puck held in by the Soviet Union. Pass to the middle. Backhander save on the shot by Kasatonov. Kings come back. Taylor with Dion. Tried to get it to Dion at the Soviet line. He didn't get it, and it comes into the Soviet Union. Touched by Dion. He tried to give it to Joe Patterson. Rolled away from him. Back come the Russians. They lead it 2-1. Third period. On the right side, their leading scorer, Makarov, across the line. Passes into the slot. Broken up by Dave Taylor. Taylor for the Kings. Taylor's pass to center to Joe Patterson. Tipped away from him. Back at center ice. Makarov with it. He passes over on the right side now. And Krutov cutting in. Goes behind the net. Drops it back on the right side. Held in there by the Soviet Union. Fedosov with it. Fedosov behind the net. Fedosov around in front. Tried to jam it in. Couldn't do it. Up the middle. Starikov over to Fedosov. Left side. Fedosov shooting wide off the boards. Rebound. Starikov will hold it in. Starikov down the right side. Starikov to Makarov. Makarov up the middle to Fedosov. Over on the left side, tipped it from Makarov, shooting, hit the goal post. Makarov right in the slot, hit the left goal post. Kings clear it to center. Intercepted by Starikov. It's 2-1 in favor of the Soviet Union. At center ice, here's Dean Kennedy for the Kings. Ahead to Sykes, tipped away by Fedosov at the blue line. And when Dion shot it in, the Kings are offside. 2-1, the Soviet Union leads in the third period. This is the Los Angeles Kings Hockey Network. Puck is in the Kings zone. Kings trailing 2-1, third period, 15:15 to go in the period. And at center ice now, Starikov for the Soviet Union to Gerasimov across the line. Over to Bykov. He shoots, and a save by Janusek. A glove save as he caught it against his right shoulder.
Bob Janusek again, a busy goaltender. The Russians looking just as strong here in this third period as they did in the early portions of the game. Continual pressure. Moments ago, Makarov set up right in the slot, shooting off the pass, hitting the outside of the left post, the stick side of Bob Janusek, and moving without the puck, and that's how Makarov got open for that split second in front.
Kings win the draw in their own zone as Jay Wells passing up to center ice, and it hops over the stick of Len Hackborn. No icing will be called. Chased by Guzerov behind the net with Hackborn. Soviet zone. It comes over to Lukowicz. His pass taken away now, and back comes the Soviet Union. On the right side, here's Shepelev across the line. Shepelev's pass left side, save, score! It went off the stick of Janusek into the net. He thought he had made the save, but it went off his stick into the net as Nikolai Drozdetsky fired from the left wing, and I thought Janet off his stick into the net, and the Soviet Red Army leads 3-1.
Again, they moved the puck laterally, quickness and found the open man at the top of the left circle. Shot taken from about 30 feet. Janusek got a piece of it. He had a good look at the shot just because the Russians are out skating the Kings here in the early portion of the third period.
3-1 Soviet Union with 2 goals here in the third period. Puck is taken now by the Russians again. Veselov across the line, dropped it back, but it's intercepted now by Mark Hardy. Hardy plays it up the center, picked up by Hackborn. Hackborn shoots it down into the Soviet zone. Fedosov back to get it, pumped in the corner by Hackborn. Puck is played by the Soviet Union, but taken away by Lukowich. Lukowich, his pass to Hackborn, up the middle to Butzy Eriksson, but he had to turn his body to get the pass, and he couldn't reach it, and it comes all the way back into the Kings zone. Rick Lapointe back to get it. Lapointe's pass up to Hackborn at center. Hackborn throws it on the right side to Lukowich, but Fedosov breaks it up. He's spun around by Lukowich. 14 minutes left to go in the game. It's 3-1 in favor of the Central Red Army, the Soviet League champions, 28 of the 39 years that the league has been in existence. Down the left side into the Kings zone, the puck comes to Lyle Fair. His pass around to Lapointe, plays it up to Hawkinson. He tips it into the Soviet zone, and Kasatonov chases it down. He drops it off over on the left side, and it's cleared by Mikhail Vasiliev all the way down into the Kings zone, and we'll have an icing call against the Soviet Union. 13:33 to go in the game. 3-1 in favor of the Central Red Army in front of a sellout crowd, 16,005.
Soviets have had the puck 6.5 minutes of the 7.5 minutes.
And off the draw, shot by Dion, saved by Milnikov. Dion again. Dion's pass in front of the net, broken up and cleared back out to center by Igor Stelnov. Comes down into the Kings zone, and Mark Hardy back to get it. Hardy starting out for the Kings now with 12 minutes to go in the game. Pass up to center ice, broken up by Veselov. Now to Krutov, Kings zone, or Bykov, I'm sorry. Bykov, left side. Bykov, pass in front, score! Beautiful pass by Bykov over on the right side to Gerasimov, and he put it up past Bob Janusek. Bykov on the left of the net, Nick, with a perfect pass to Gerasimov, and he flipped it up under the crossbar, and it's 4-1 now, Soviet Union.
Well, again, I think they're just wearing down the Los Angeles Kings with their puck control. Many times the Kings have been out there longer than they would have liked. They just couldn't get off for the line change because of that pressure. A centering pass right in front, tapped in past Bob Janusek by Gerasimov at 8:07.
I think Janusek actually got a piece of that, Nick, as the pass by Bykov came over to Gerasimov, and it just went off a part of Janusek right over on the right side to Gerasimov. Now the Soviet Union with it again. Puck is in the Kings zone, out of the right point, held in by Fedosov. Kings try to take it away, and they do. J.P. Kelly couldn't clear it, taken by Wells. 11:29 to go here in the third period, and the Soviet Union has all 3 goals in this period, and they've opened up a 5-1 lead. At the right point, Redmond holds it in. Redmond to Sykes, to Redmond in the slot. Redmond, his pass in front, deflects off of Doug Smith, taken behind the net by Sykes. Sykes spun around there. J.P. Kelly over to help out, didn't get it. Puck taken by the Central Red Army. Up to center ice they come. Here's Drozdetsky. He's got a goal tonight. Drozdetsky passing back to his own blue line. Now pass to Drozdetsky. He wanted to come off, and he saw the puck, and he picks it up. Drozdetsky shooting wide. He was coming to the bench, and he looked down, Nick, and there was the puck. So he had to bring it into the zone. Now we've got Sykes. Looked like he got elbowed. He slashed at the Russian Fedosov. They got Fedosov, but now they may also get Doug Smith. Yep, they're going to get one from each team. 4-1 Soviet Union leading.
Phil Sykes was elbowed up high by Fedosov, and the penalty was upcoming to the Russian player. Sykes was not going to get a penalty, and then Doug Smith came in, and Smith took exception, and I think he is getting a penalty, so both clubs will be shy a skater. No, they won't. NHL rules, they'll remain at full.
4-1 in favor of the Soviet Red Army. Team still at full strength. There's Dean Kennedy in the Kings zone. Kennedy coming up the center, trying to get it to Lukowich, but it went behind him. Chased down now by Starikov and Lukowich into the left wing corner. Puck is against the board. Soviet zone. Dug out by Morris Lukowich. Pass on the right side. Shot. Save made on the shot by Butzy Eriksson as the goaltender Sergei Milnikov comes up with a big save. Butzy was right in there. Nice feed.
Trying to go up high. Was stopped by Milnikov, one of the few good scoring chances for the Kings in the game, and only I think their second shot on goal here in the third period, and we played 9.5 minutes. 4-1 Soviets in front.
Those are two very important Smythe Division games. Off the draw now in the Soviet zone. Puck is taken by the Kings. Dion as he intercepts. Dion's pass to the blue line to Rick Lapointe. Lapointe flips in there. It was not Dion, it was Brian Erickson. Erickson, his pass taken by Lapointe. Lapointe held it in, but now it's tipped by Makarov back out to center. Taken by Dean Kennedy. Kennedy gives it to Rick Lapointe. Here's Lapointe passing up to center now to Len Hackborn. He is knocked down by Guzarov, and a penalty. Cross-checking against the Soviet Red Army defenseman Alexei Guzarov, and the Kings, Nick, will go on the power play for the first time tonight, but as we all know, they have certainly struggled on that during the National Hockey League season this year.
Well, that's true. Cross-checking will be the call. Guzarov, defenseman, 9:56, first power play for the Kings, and let's see if the Kings can get it cranked up and get a goal to make it a 2-goal contest. 10:04 left to play. Penalty right at center ice, and the puck was in their skates. And again, the referee seems to just make the calls whenever the players that are guilty of the infractions are near the puck, because all of the activity in front of the goaltenders tonight, whether it's been a Russian power play or at equal strength, has gone unnoticed. Kings will send out Dion, Taylor, Lukowich up front, Redmond, and Wells on defense.
Krutov will face off against Dion. Dion wins the draw. Kings with a power play now. They're down 4-1. 10 minutes to go in the game. Here's Wells. Wells in his own zone. Lost the puck to Komyatov, then got it back. Wells over to Redmond. Here's Redmond to center. Redmond gives it to Taylor. Taylor throws it over to Dion, left side. Dion going in. Dion's pass up the middle. Shot by Lukowich, and a save made by Milnikov. And Lukowich bumped into Bykov in front of the net and went down. And Lukowich, I don't know if he's shaken up or not, but he's bent over, skating over for the faceoff.
I don't think he got all of that shot. Marcel Dion blindly dropping it in front. It got by the skate of Dave Taylor and was picked up by Morris Lukowich, and he fanned partially on it, and it turned out to be a pretty easy save for Milnikov in goal.
Hardy tried to bring it across the line, tipped away. Vasiliev down the left side against Lapointe. Vasiliev in the slot, shoots, saved by Janusek in his pads. Vasiliev had Rick Lapointe spinning from side to side. Now he has it again. He shoots wide to the left side. Vasiliev shot over the net. Puck is taken by Tyumenev. He tried to bring it out in front. He's checked by Hardy. Russians with it. Shot to the right point by Guzarov, and a save. Rebound. Vasiliev shoots. He hit the goal post. Actually, the crossbar, and it comes out to Tiger Williams. He tried to clear it. Held in by Guzarov. Guzarov's pass taken away by Rick Lapointe. Lapointe behind the King net, gives it to Tiger Williams. This time he clears it to center. Chase down. Kennedy down the left side. Kennedy flips it behind the net to Taylor. Taylor had it taken away by Igor Stelnov for the Russian Soviet Army team. 4-1, Soviet Army leading. Here's Guzarov at center. He gives it on the left side now. Makarov cutting in front of Krutov. He didn't get to it. It was covered up by the goaltender, Bob Janusek. 6:19 to go in the game. 4-1 Soviet Union. Let's go to Rich Marotta.
The Soviets, the Kings throwing some excellent checks, doing some good job forechecking, and Soviets just bounce off and they continue to go at full speed. They're in great shape.
Puck taken by Redmond ahead to J.P. Kelly. Kelly throws it on the right side. Now a pass ahead to Sykes down the middle. It bounced over his stick. Sykes in the Soviet zone. Sykes left wing side. Throws it behind the net to J.P. Kelly. Intercepted by the Soviet Union. Pass up to center. Krutov left side. Now Makarov to Krutov as he tried a spinning pass, and it's picked up by Krutov. Right side. His pass into Tyumenev. Taken away by the Kings' Rick Lapointe. J.P. Kelly to center. Kelly throws it down the left side, Soviet zone, but cleared back to center. Makarov to Krutov. Krutov left side, he shoots wide to the right side. 5.5 minutes to go in the game. Kings are down 4-1. It was 1-1 at the end of 2 periods. At center ice, Kasatnov for the Soviet Union from the blue line with a shot and a save by Janusek. Puck taken by the Kings. Hardy throws it around the boards on the left side, taken by Lukowich. He clears it to center. Intercepted there by the Soviet Union. Bykov intercepted, gave it to Makarov. Now Bykov again at center. Vyacheslav Bykov across the line. Stick handles right side. Still has it. Shoots wide to the left side. Picked up by Alexander Gerasimov. To Bykov is shot wide to the left again. And Janusek falls on it as it comes off the boards. 4-1 4-1. Soviet Union leads, and we'll be right back. This is the Los Angeles Kings. Shots on goal, of course, favoring the Soviet Union as it has throughout the game. 37-16 right now. And off the draw in the King zone, Wells tips it over to Dean Kennedy. Kennedy's pass intercepted, and a shot off the glove of Janusek. Shot by Bykov on the left side, and Janusek didn't know where the rebound was. It went high in the air. Now it's batted out of midair at center ice by Babinoff, but the Kings control it across the line. Down the left wing side. Kings with it. Erickson to the left point to Wells. Now to Brian Erickson. Tipped away and back out to center. We'll have our post-game show coming up after the game tonight. We invite you to stay tuned for that. 4:27 to go in the game. Soviet Union leading 4-1. Across the King line, Gerazimov's pass over to Kamyatov. Kamyatov passing to the blue line, tipped away, but now held in, and Jay Wells will chase it down. Wells plays it around the boards to Lukowich, to Hackborn. Hackborn's pass into the Soviet zone, but picked up there by Sergei Babinoff. 4 minutes to go in the game. 4-1 Soviet Union with 3 goals here in the third period. Pass on the right side. Shot is deflected up into the crowd. Shot by Alexander Zubin.
Fabulous for him. Russians in front 4-1. They have dominated play territorially and handled that puck about 3/4 of the game.
Kings in their own zone. They're down by 3 goals with only 3:45 to go in the game. Up to center ice, 2-on-1. Patterson shooting and a save. He had Dion with him. Patterson shot from the right side, saved by Milnikov. Dion with it up the middle to Taylor. Shooting deflected wide. Rebound off the boards. Soviet Union with it. Cleared up to center now by Drozdetsky. Taken away at center ice by Dion, but it comes back now to Igor Stelnov. Stelnov's pass up to center to Drozdetsky on the right side. His pass taken away by the Kings, Craig Redmond. Redmond's pass picked up by Taylor. Taylor left side. Taylor over to Dion, and a save by Milnikov. Out to the left point. Held in by Rick Lapointe. Lapointe into Taylor. He tipped it. Save. Rebound. Dion's score. And it looked like Dion got his stick on it to tip it up into the net. It's now the Soviet Union 4, the Kings 2. Dion with his second goal of the game.
Rick Lapointe keeping that puck in at the left point, dropped it in front, a lot of traffic. It deflected up in the air, hit the crossbar, went off the goaltender's right arm, and then dropped over the goal line. Marcel Dion getting credit. 1, and then it went off the crossbar and came in front, and 2, it went off the arm of the goaltender and then dropped over the goal line.
Now at center ice, hard check by Wells on Bykov as he ran head on into him. 2:55 to go in the game. Kings are down by 2. Puck is taken now by the Soviet Union. Pass up on the right side by Bykov. Now into the King zone. Kamyatov dropped it back, and it's intercepted by the Kings. Hardy throws it up on the right side to Lyle Fair. Fair drives it into the Soviet zone, trying to hit Tiger Williams. Williams takes a punch at the side of one of the Soviet players, I think Kamyatov. Puck is taken by Wells. He hit him in the side of the head, left side of the head. 2:24 to go in the game. Puck taken away by the Soviet Union. Pass, and it comes over to Bykov. He's on the left wing side. His pass held in now and up the middle. A pass on the right side. Soviet Union with it. King zone. Pass by Gerasimov. Kasatnov shooting. Deflected off the stick of Janusek. 2 minutes left to go in the game. Here's Gerasimov on the right side. Gerasimov up the middle. Fedosov shoots. Saved by Janusek. Oh, what a beauty. And Fedosov can't believe he didn't score on that. Nick, he put some moves on. Now he goes back to tap Janusek on the pads. Nice display of sportsmanship by the captain, Vyacheslav Fedosov of the Soviet Union.
We mentioned in the pregame show he is Coffey, Borg, Doug Wilson, you name the NHL's best. He's all of those players rolled into one. Outstanding skater, headed right down the middle. Nobody picked him up, and he had time to deke, shoot, but Janusek, sprawling to his right, made the save with the stick and covered up to force the face-off.
Here by a lot of people who we never see here at the game, a lot of columnists and announcers that are never out here to see the Kings, were that the Kings were just going to get embarrassed in this game. It's been anything but that. They were tied 1-1 at the end of 2. Now behind the net, here's Taylor. Janusek is out with 1:38 to go in the game. Kings have the extra attacker trying to tie it up, but the Soviet Union comes back. Babinov's got the empty net, tipped away by Lukovic at center ice. Now the loose puck across the King line, chased down by Lukovic. The King net is empty. The goaltender was off with 1:38, Janusek. Back come the Kings. Lukovic throws it on the right side to Rick Lapointe. Out of his reach. Starikov breaks it up. Lapointe with it. Lapointe, right wing corner. Put it behind the net to Lukovic, and it is frozen there with 1:09 to go in the game, and a face-off in the Soviet zone.
Well, I think you're right, Bob, and I think the Kings, I'm sure they can read the papers and listen on the radio and TV, and well, it certainly is not going to be a contest because the Kings have struggled in the regular talented, and at times they've just worn down the Kings on pitch, make a line change, and that's when you get burned.
While the Kings are gathering around Pat Quinn, a chance to remind you now, Winnipeg is here for Saturday and Monday. Saturday's game will come your way on KGIL radio, 1260 on the AM dial at 720. Monday, the game on KLAC radio, 570 on the AM dial, starting with our pregame talk show at 10 minutes to 7. And it'll also be on the Prime Ticket Television Network Monday at 7:15.
Well, the Jets
with about 1:38 to go in the game. King net is wide open. They have the extra attacker on the ice. Face off in the Soviet zone. Dion will take the draw, wins the draw to Redmond to the right side. Redmond to Dion. Dion in the corner. Dion still with it. He passes behind the net to Hackborn, taken away by the Soviet Union. Cleared the length of the ice, and it would be icing, but they're going to wave it off. It didn't get across the goal line. Chased down by Redmond. Less than a minute to go in the game. 51 seconds. Wells with it. Can't hang on to it. Soviet Union. Komutar. His pass taken away. Tiger Williams. Over now to Hackborn. Hackborn sends it down the right side. Back to get it is Kasatonov. Kasatonov's pass to the right wing side, held in by Taylor. Dion battles for it. Now to Wells in front. Shot wide by Hackborn in the slot, and the puck cleared back out to center. 28 seconds to go in the game. 4-2 in favor of the Central Red Army of the Soviet Union as they begin their tour of North America here tonight. 19 seconds to go in the game. Puck is cleared to center. Jay Wells knocks it down with a high stick and then plays it, and the whistle blows. 14 seconds remaining in the game. 4-2 in favor of the Soviet Union. It was 1-1 at the end of 2, and then here in the third period, the Soviet Union got the first 3 goals to go ahead 4-1 before Dion got his second to the Kings with 20, and Bobby Janusek getting a well-deserved rest behind the net right now. Were the Kings ahead or the game tied right now? Face-off, picked up by the Russian, shot at the empty net, score by Krutov into the empty net. Off the draw, Vladimir Krutov shot it toward the empty net and scored with 10 seconds to go in the game. The goal at 19:50 makes it 5-2 Soviet Union. Krutov, the 25-year-old left wing, just fired from outside the blue line about 65 feet away. 5 seconds lose it, but I don't think they have anything to be ashamed about. The Soviet coaches and everybody else, quite an entourage behind the bench. 4 seconds to go. Kings win the draw. 1 second, and that is it. Broke it open. Marcel Dion shaking hands with the captain Fedosov. Dion with 2 goals tonight. Fedosov coming up with the first goal of the game. The goaltender Milinkov, and now the Soviet Union waving to the crowd here in Los Angeles as they